There are as many worlds as there are stars in the sky. In each there is a Camelot. In each there is a Grail. But I am only one man. The Cataclysm is old, older than any of us. It has no mind, but its hunger is infinite, and its abominations have been gnawing at the veil since the beginning of time. Some of my kind would say it cannot be stopped until it has consumed the last son of the last world. But I have hope. That is my burden. For centuries, I gathered my powers. I reached out across infinity and created the one you call King Arthur. A champion to defend each world. At great cost, I devised an instrument that could heal the wounds in reality. To you, it is known as the Grail. But Morgana lost faith in our cause. She tricked me, trapped me, and while I slept, the years passed. The worlds changed, and Arthur failed. And world after world, lesser men took his place, men unprepared for the coming of the Cataclysm. Now I am awake, but I am diminished. My powers are fled, my memories shattered. I can only reach out to you in dreams and whisper, "Go to Camelot, retrieve the Grail, take it to Jerusalem. Believe in me, and your world may be saved." I have seen the beginning, and I have seen the end. But I will not yield. My name is Merlin.
What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we're playing the Hand of Merlin. What if a cataclysmic event tore open a celestial doorway for alien monstrosities to see into Arthurian Britain? How would the Knights of the Round Table react to the cosmic horrors from beyond? What if Merlin was a trans-dimensional being trying not to save one world but infinite ones? The Hand of Merlin Early Access. This game is hard. As with any roguelike, as part of its appeal lies with falling and learning from mistakes. This game is hard. As with any roguelikes, part of the appeal lies in failing and learning from mistakes, so don't be discouraged if things go wrong. No, this is early access, so yeah, if you guys want to check out this game, I'll put a link down in the description down below. We're probably going to do story for now, and if it's a little bit too easy, we'll swap over into the normal or hard territory, but that way we can, get the gist of the story and everything. My core, it has become so weak, with the best single essence remaining. I must choose carefully which one of my powers to restore. Oh, you get a pick. Alright, translocation, teleport to target position, that seems kind of junk. Restore 5 health to an ally, Phase, grant 7 stacks of evading to all allies. We'll go with health. Yes. Alright, so it looks like you can only pick the 3 beginning ones, and eventually you're able to have a larger party. So if you start with the game in easy, for example, you're going to get the loyalty, and then you'll be able to use them later on. So that's actually a pretty cool feature. And if you want to add the hero to your group, just click on add hero down here at the bottom. So boom, just grab all 3 of these guys. If they have a question mark, you're not able to use them, and click on start. Looks like there's a little bit of lore behind each character here. Bruenor. A man of great passion and deep melancholy. Sir Bruenor is driven by the death of his father, whose armor he wears. He was once wished to become a Knight of the Round Table, but abandoned the dream when Arthur died. Merlin, the granddaughter of the King Carcadoc. Her loyal blood has allowed her to live a life of unusually reserved for men. She is young and aloof, cares little about breaking the law, but in her heart she wants to do good in her own way. Morgan. Morgan Tudd was Arthur's chief physician, serving him at Camelot and on his many campaigns to unite Albion. He knows much of the way in the ancient druids and is stronger than he appears, but is weighed down by his grief and having failed to heal Arthur after the Battle of Callan. For many nights now, the spirit of Merlin has haunted your dreams. It speaks to you of a darkness from beyond this world, a darkness that will tear apart everything you know and love. That is why Merlin has reached out his hand and gathered those who are ready to stand against the cataclysm. Hear the voice of Merlin. This is your task. Merlin's voice whispered, "You must seek Camelot's where the Grail awaits. Take it, then make your way across Albion to Corbinic. Brave the dangers of Marca Hispancia. Journey through Al-Andalas and cross the wide sea until you reach Jerusalem. There your words will be saved. Or ended." After many days of traveling, you have arrived at Camelot. Before you lies the heart of Albion, King Arthur's dream made manifest. Here you will find the Grail and begin your quest into Camelot. Alright, so it looks like we use 33 gold, 5 food, a gem, and R plus 40, whatever that means. Renown. Camelot is not what it once was. King Dagonant once was King Arthur's jester, has transformed Camelot into a mockery of its former self, a place of unchecked avarice and gluttony where ordinary people go unheard. Request an audience with the king. King Dagonut, his eyes half open, his breast seeking of drink, listens to your story with diminishing interest. The Grail lies at his feet, stained with wine. When you are done, he yawns and tosses a sacred relic your way. Have it. Have this stupid thing. This whole Grail is no more than a cup anyways. Not even a very good cup, to be honest. Do you know what they say changes based on the intent of its owner? Poppycock, tell me, knight. What is the greatest virtue, valor or honor? Bearer is granted 2 stacks of Bearer of Valor. Deals an extra 2 points of damage when targeting an enemy with more health, armor than you, and an extra 1 damage if they have more power. Bearer is granted 1 stack of Honor. When killing the unit that last attacked, you gain 1 action point to reset all cooldowns. Can visualize last attacker, does not decay. We'll go with Valor. Grail changes before your eyes, but the Dagonut does not seem able to perceive the change. He seemed disappointed. Nothing. I'd hope. Then he waves his hand angrily. Go! Leave me. Take this fraudulent chalice with you. I have the blockerated plan. The throne room. An old maid, her hands calloused from unending work, pulls you aside and offers you help. Here you're heading for the lands of the Mars, she whispered. So you'll be taking a ship from Corbinic. They say that many unnatural beasts are down there. The king does nothing about it as usual. Arthur would be ashamed. He would accept Camelot to assist you. Instead, I must do what I can. Here, would this old relic be of use? This is a heirloom of my family, though I do not understand its powers. Thank her but declines. You get 20 renown, accept the heirloom. Applies 2 stacks of caustic weaponry to an ally. Deals extra damage and armor equally at 50% on the attacker. Of course we'll accept the gift. I wish you good luck, the maid says gravely. Make sure you are well prepared before you reach Corbinic. Back my words, something terrible will happen there, and soon. It's a place of ancient magic, and evil is drawn to such places. Begin our journey. Welcome to the Hand of Merlin. These hints will help you understand the game's systems. To see a specific hint again, press the question mark at the top right. For starters, open your journal to view the warband. Alright, so we just open up the journal from here. Looks like we're going to see a glimpse of all the characters and everything. This is your warband page. Select a character to see their attributes on the right side. You will have access to the relics like the grails and choose who will carry it. Press backspace to close. Alright, so hold on. Okay, so Merwin already had it. So basically you can drag an item from a hero and put it into a different slot. I see what you go with now. We're just going to leave it the default. The hand symbol shows you current location. WSD to move. Use the node to encounter new. Your objective is to reach Corbinic, seen on the right side of the first step towards reaching Jerusalem. Alright, so from here we basically need to go this way, so you can sort of pick and choose where you actually need to go. Is this going to be the end goal here? Okay, so City of Corbinic. So if we follow the trails here, technically we could come all the way down this way. So yeah, we'll just go to the regular node. Boom! Passing by the ruins of an old church, destroyed in the King Ortigern's war against the Picts, you overheard voices speaking of a raid. It seems that a group of bandits is using the church as a hideout. Sink closer and eavesdrop, intrude on their meeting. We cannot waste time on this. It's impossible to be sure. The harsh voice echoes between the broken walls. But you estimate that there are 5 men inside. They are planning to raid a nearby hamlet at dusk. They seem desperate and foolish in their desperation. Such men may be pitted, but they can be very dangerous. Alert the villagers, deal with these raiders right away. When the men have stopped talking, you step into the ruins. They turn startled, uncertain as to how much you've heard and what they should do. One of them is already reaching for his weapon, but there still may be a moment to prevent bloodshed. Convince them not to attack. Intimidate them, attack them. Okay, so we got 1 success and 3 failure cards. So it looks like we're gonna have to shuffle, and it's going to draw a random card, and that's what we get. Failure. The men are not impressed. They would prefer swords to words, and you shall have to indulge them. Welcome to your first scrimmage. WSD to move around, select a character, click the portrait, tab to cycle between them, then click on any tiles to move. Gotcha. Alright, so hold on. So these are going to be the typical bad guys here. So basically you can see our characters with the yellow health bar up top, so you can sort of pick and choose to move. Looks like none of them are actually going to be range characters though, so we're going to bring our warrior over here in the front. And he should be able to do his own thing. You just use the skill. You can use the skill in the action bar on the bottom of the screen. Skills like run cost action points and can be used to represent the yellow diamonds. At any time, you can click to end the turn button to allow the enemy to attack. Alright, so technically we could move all the way to him, but we're going to wait for that. So hold on. So they said click tab to swap. Range attacks can be blocked by cover. When you hover over a tile, attacking from beyond red lines are likely to hit. To see your hit chance from a specific tile, note the yellow percentage on the target unit. Select the next hint for details on cover. Alright, so for her, we're going to move right here. And then she should be able to use an arrow. You telling me they're too far away? No, you can hit them. There we go. Alright, so we did 4 damage there. Looks like they have a armor stat and a health stat, so that's good to know. So we're going to bring the wizard. What is your abilities? Restore 6 armor points to an ally, deal 4 damage to an enemy, run. Move to target location. Alright, so it looks like he should be able to move all the way over here. And then we're able to use this little potion here and see. Are you able to throw it that far? What about you? 40% chance of hitting? I mean, it's not the best chance, but it's a little bit of a chance. Alright, we missed. Good news is we're going to end our turn here, because I don't think we're able to slash this guy. He's a little bit too far on the outside. So we'll wait for them to come to us. Are you sure you want to end your turn for all your characters? You still have unspent action points. That'll be fine. Basically, we're just planning on trying to figure out the best way to go. So he's going to be standing at the ready. He does attack us. He does a little bit of damage. His next character runs over. Looks like he's going to be focusing on the wizard again. Nope, he stood ready. Looks like both characters are going to be trying to take out our archer first, so we're going to attempt to try to focus on her to try to save her. The unit header presents at a glance information about a unit. All units possess health and armor points, with the armor being restored at each scrimmage. Some skills, specific damage to 1 or 2. Alright, so hold on. So we want a sword. 50% chance. Really? Alright, so that at least did some damage. I don't think he's able to do anything else. Bash. So we can punch this dude. Well, that was pretty good. See, so we swapped. He used all of his points so we could kill that guy, I assume, right? Not a valid target. What? Oh, are they too close to her? So we're going to shoot once, then we're going to have her back away. So that's going to do some damage. She's going to retreat down this way after he sits there and takes a little bit extra damage here. We got the wizard. We're going to end her turn. Let's see here. Deals 2 damage to armor equivalent of 50% of the attack's power. Yeah, we'll just skip her. She's fine. Wizard over here, he should be able to restore armor points technically if we need it. I think everybody right now is doing fine, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to do this little syringe. Let's see, so 50% chance of killing this dude. We're just going to go with it. Of course we miss. See, so we can run. I mean, you know, we'll be a little bit of a shield for her. There we go. She's going to end her turn, and we'll be ready. So that is going to leave our warrior over here in the back. He's just going to have to tank a lot of the hits. Good news is a lot of our ranged characters should be able to take care of business here. So it looks like that guy's retreating. We've got another dude moving up in the front here. Both of them are going to slowly start taking on the Grand Wizard here. Alright, so we could take on you, or we could sneak up behind these guys and try to focus on the closer ones. We're going to go for this further one though. So we'll do this and stab you. Nice. So it looks like that does quite a bit of damage. So if she's able to get an arrow shot out, are you able to hit any of these guys? Looks like she can see over this, so that's not too big of a deal. Now then, so reaction, take a shot against an enemy that moves within your line of sight. Until the next turn, deal 4 damage. There we go. Nice. Alright, so if anyone moves inside of her line of sight, she should be good. So we're going to swap over to our other character here. He's got a violent potion. That should definitely be able to kill you. Now I don't have to worry about that guy. Alright, so maybe we'll bring the wizard back a little bit that way, just in case, you know, she's able to get him in his line of sight. We got our one warrior guy over here taking on business. She's going to have a reaction shot since she can now see him. He's got 5 health. He does a little bit of damage to her. Her armor is basically fully broken though. So before we actually do anything too crazy, well, no, There are a few extra things you can do. To the left of the action bar, there are some options to change and hover over rendered. Hover over to explore. See, so we want to stab you. That's going to kill him. Though we don't have to worry. Bring our guy all the way over here just in case. So she's going to use an arrow shot. Shoot this guy. Is he too close? I think he's a little bit too close. Hold on. So we'll cancel that. Back her up just a little bit. Boom. Now we can use an arrow. See if this actually kills him. He's going to have 1 health, so we don't do anything with you. Swap over to the wizard. Get the potion ready. And toss it over there and just finish him off. Take that, you stupid bandits. You defeated the enemy. Currency gained. Hero level up available. Alright, so the bottom left-hand corner here, you click on the hero level up. Looks like everybody is rank 1 right now. I don't see... Click to level up. Okay, so it looks like everybody levels up. Ranking up allows you to pick a new skill by clicking and opens a skill slot. Skills are picked from random pool and offer possibilities for a variety of playstyles. Each character also gains some health to increase your other attributes, find a blacksmith, and acquire better equipment. This unit can be leveled up. Okay, so it looks like everybody can be leveled up, right? Okay, so if you click the plus sign down there, you're able to see a list of cards here. So Shiv, offensive skill, deal 4 damage to an enemy in melee range by bypassing armor. Apply 2 stacks of rooted to an enemy. Cannot move. I don't necessarily want to do that. Gain 3 stacks of aiming. Attack, range attack. You know what? We'll go with stabbing. Let's see here. So we'll do you. Stand at the ready. Ready action, striking at once at each enemy that moves while in melee range. Deal 5 damage to all adjacent enemies. Ooh, that's good. Apply 3 stacks of powerful to all nearby allies, including the caster. Let's see here. So we'll go with cleave. And what about for Morgan here? Apply 3 stacks of caustic weaponry to an ally. Gain 1 stack of martyr. When hit outside of your turn, all allies react with an out of turn action with 1 AP and reduction cooldown by 1. Expires losing all stacks after applying this effect. Applies 3 stacks of quick and reduce all cooldowns by -1 to all allies in the cone. We'll go with caustic. Alright, we should be ready now. So we're going to start heading this way. Looks like each different area is going to have like its own story, so it's going to take several episodes before we actually get to like the main ending area. Let me know if you guys would want to see like a full playthrough on this game though. It seems pretty cool so far. Traveling toward Korvnik, you came to the realization that you are carrying a flower. Try to recall. A man approaches you and gave you a flower. You're not sure when this was. Today? Yesterday? Was it day? Was it night? You only know that his hair was red and a bell was ringing somewhere. You must take the flower to the Lady Willows, he said. You will know when you have arrived. You do not remember the man's face, but you have the flower he gave you and a golden apple. Continue your journey. Whatever. Seems normal to me. Alright, so it looks like you get 2 different choices here, so I'm wondering if you can actually pick and choose like ones that have like proper fighting or ones that you can just walk past like that. Rumor has it that old ruins in the forest are haunted. Some say that at night Arthur's beloved dog, Caval, is heard howling here, still haunting the spirits of Trwith. Sorry if I'm butchering that name, but we're going to enter the ruins. As you stand among the crumbling remains of the past, you wonder whether all the kingdoms are fated to end like this. Some troubled rocks, an old engraving, and not even a name to remember who built this place, or who died defending it. Your thoughts are interrupted by a rustling in the brushes. A threat, or was that just the wind? Keep watch, inspect the engravings. Inspect. The engraving is overgrown, clearly the moss away. You discover a brief Latin text, but before you can decipher anything, a shrill voice cries out, "Anna, boys, kill them! Stand your ground." We dodged, you sucker. Alright, so he passed his turn. This guy is going to get closer to us, so that's good news for us. I didn't even notice that there was a 3rd guy over there. So hold on. I'm assuming the archers are probably going to be the biggest pain, so... I guess they all technically have archers. Do they all have the same amount of health? 6, 9, 8. Alright, so the one with the hood, so there's 2 hoods. I'm assuming it's this guy around over here, so I'm gonna just move him a little bit closer. We're going to use... Hold on. We'll stab you, just in case the other dude gets near us. Now, it looks like that's going to be it for action points for him. Our archer is at the ready, so she should be able to shoot him. Is that a good enough sight? 40% chance. Hold on. So we'll cancel that attack. By the way, you click right-click, you're able to cancel your attack if you're trying to do that. 100% chance, so we're going to go and shoot this guy. Boom! Apply a ton of damage to his armor. Looks like she's not able to do too much. So we're going to click tab, swap over to the next guy here. So he's able to do caustic weaponry. Deals damage to an armor equal to 50% of the attack's power. Apply 3 stacks cost to an ally. All right, so hold on. So we'll do you. So that's going to basically buff her up some. And we're going to use our vial here. 40% chance. So hold on. Wait, you. He's not going to be able to do too much. All right, so we're going to end our turn. I was trying to think of a way of him actually getting to an area to attack, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So they spend 1 point to run, 1 point to attack. A wizard should be blocking this dude's arrow, though, so I think we'll be fine. Or not. He's just going to stand next to her. All right, so we got another archer. He sort of walks closer to us. All right, so good news is... Okay, so both of these guys are sort of close together. So if we just move right here, we should be able to use our new cleave. Boom. There we go. So we killed one, severely damaged the other one. She has some arrow shots. So there's going to be a, what percentage is that? Can't even hit you or you. So we're going to need to figure out a way to move her around into a better spot. So we move her like right here. Technically, we'll have 100% chance of shooting the next guy. So we don't necessarily have to worry about that one. So boom, get the arrow loaded. He's going to be severely damaged. So the wizard is now going to need to be moved. So let's see. So that's a 40% chance, 100% chance right there. Yep, we're just going to have to bring him all the way to the front here. Toss you a little vial, buddy. It's time to get some damage in for you. He's going to be severely hurt, and we're going to end our turn. He sort of runs away a little bit. He spends one of his action points to move to get a better shot. He shoots our girl. She still has a little bit of armor left, but not too much. She is within range of an arrow, though, so we don't have to worry. Our knight's going to be damaged just a little bit. We're just going to walk up over into this dude's face, pull out the sword, and finish him. He is now finished. Swap over to the archer here and grab the arrow. 100%. Oh, did that say 10%? What? Really? Hold on. How on earth was that? All right, so let's get you super close. Swap over to the wizard here. I was not expecting her to do that bad damage. All right, so grab the vial, toss it in this dude's face. That must be some miraculous cover right there. All right, fine. End the turn. He shoots the one dude further away. So now we have plenty of opportunity to try to kill this dude. So we're going to walk all the way over here, pull out the sword, and have to do it ourselves, apparently. Now all the bandits are finally dead. We can go back to reading what the ruin had to offer us. Victory, you defeated the enemy. Currency gained. The bandits lie dead, a waste of life. But you have no choice. They will soon be forgotten as whoever built this place. Examine the engraving. It would appear that Lucius Arthurius Brockus buried a stash of gold here as a sacrifice to the forgotten god of this palace. In a thankfulness for having been cured of an ailment of the teeth, to take the gold would be sacrilege, but perhaps a sacrilege that can be justified by the greater need such an action would serve. Going to let it be, mainly because I'm kind of curious to see what like the redone and everything would be inside this game. Take some time to know the different types of nodes in each different map. You can see the legend to the right. They offer different rewards: heroics, arcanes, cities, commissions, and healing. Okay, so if we keep going on this path, we should eventually get to a healing, but we'll have like these little corrupt nodes here that we're probably going to have to deal with here soon. See, so we just head on over into the next area. Boom! You are traversing a lightly wooded valley when you encounter two knights, both clad in repent armor. Their voices are raised in anger, ringing across the vale, and their shoulders squared, each ready to strike the other down, so caught in that they quarrel that they hardly notice your approach. And it is only when you are close that they disengage. Dunstan, one of them calls, glad for interruption. Perhaps we might settle this another way. Ask them about the dispute. Well met, says one. My name is Dunstan, and this scoundrel here is Idred. He dares lay claim to the title Knight of the Dragon, which is mine by right. Oh, how you lie, you thief of honor. The other man shouts, the title is mine, and I have shielded to prove it. To illustrate his point, he brandishes his shield, which indeed bears the metal effigy of a dragon on its face, but Dunstan's shield is near identical. Ask about the shield. That's why they covet the name. The shield of dragon, Dunstan explains, proudly displays the bronze dragon's head that adorns his shield, but deflects any flame, magical or mundane, that it casts at. It was forged by the greater enchanter Orpheus, of whom we might have heard. The sun adds eagerly. But by far its the greatest power is the fire will spew forth from its mouth upon its wielder's command. Dunstan concludes. It will, Idrid exclaims, and hastily adds, yes, it will indeed. Ask Idrid how he came to get the shield, ask Dunstan how he came by the shield, ask why they covered the name, tell him to fight it out. I, Dunstan, says, puffing out his chest, as the rightful knights of the dragon have won many battles and tournaments, and thus the title comes with great honor, fame, and respect from the other lords of this land. And one of them, Idrid adds eagerly, has offered the hand of his daughter, the fair Lady Claire, to the true knight of the dragon, which is I, not he. Dunstan's face darkens, he looks ready to strangle Idrid, who he stands near. Ask about the maiden. The Lady Claire is a fair as the morning sun, and as gentle as the sea breeze, Idrid says dreamily. Her hair is as fine, Kathleen silk, and her eyes are as blue as the first flowers of the spring, and I love her dearly. Though the men laugh somewhat cruelly, you think. And her father will provide a dowry fit for a king, he adds with a smirk. So eager he sees her to wed me, that the true knight of the dragon. Soon their quarrel erupts into an outright fight. Not bothering with sword or shield, the two men fly at each other with their fist. I'll have her, you villain! Idrid exclaims as he punches his opponent in the gut. The dowry is mine, you cheat! Dunstan howls, bringing his knee up to Idrid's groin, where it connects with a loud clang. In this manner they continue until they both lie on their backs, too tired to move, and look at you with shame-filled eyes. Award the title to Idrid, or the title to Dunstan. I don't know who's the rightful one, so I guess I'm gonna give it to Dunstan. Dunstan puffs out his chest, raises a chin. You've picked wisely, for I am the true knight of the dragon, we know. Idrid sighs, but does nothing further to renew the dispute. Yes. I thank you for your wise judgment. Here, let me reward your wisdom. That's right, give me the gold. Alright guys, well that's going to be it for today. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know if you want to see a full series on this game, because I'll definitely do it if you guys want to see it.